Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News 10 at 10, where we give you more news in less time. Let's get started. In less than 24 hours, two of our hometown teams will take the court for their first games of March Madness. The Gonzaga men gained momentum late in the season and snagged a 5 seed. The Washington State men had a dream season for fans, beating out top teams and securing a number 7 seed this year. The men aren't the only ones playing tomorrow. The WSU women have their first WBIT tournament game tomorrow, and they get to play at home in Pullman. For the men, though, tomorrow marks their first March Madness game since 2008. Our Nicole Hernandez was on campus today, taking in all the excitement.
The Cougs are playing on a national scale tomorrow.
That's my serve.
Today, though, Kave played for local television.
That was TV worthy. Little ace.
I know.
I got it.
This isn't basketball. But stick with me, because it doesn't matter what sport or how well you play.
We're looking like the Huskies. Not very good.
It's all about the Cougs.
Really excited because it hasn't happened in so long.
It's not just Kave who's excited.
I was super excited. I was kind of expecting it, but I took them all the way in my bracket, so I have a lot of hope in them.
All right, we'll let these guys finish their super competitive game.
Oh gosh.
Because I also found some basketball players. Maybe not NCAA March Madness level.
Go Cougs.
But Cougs through and through.
I have them making it past the first round, the second round, the next round, the national championship, all of it. They're going all the way.
So the countdown to game 1 is on.
Everyone is super excited. Those last 3 games were super packed, so hopefully everyone just brings that same energy towards March Madness.
Cougs around the country cheering for them.
Let's go. Let's go, Chris. Let's go.
Well, the Washington State men's basketball team tips off tomorrow night. The Cougs face Drake at 7:05 p.m. on True TV. Head a couple hundred miles southeast of Spokane and you'll hit Salt Lake City. From 1984 until 2003, it's where GU alum John Stockton played for the Utah Jazz. And tomorrow, it's where the Zags take on McNeese State. Tonight is where we find our Andrew Quinn with a preview of Gonzaga's first tournament game.
We are just a night's rest away from the NCAA tournament kicking off here in Salt Lake City. The 5th-seeded Gonzaga Bulldogs will take on the 12th-seeded McNeese State Cowboys. This is a matchup of styles. The Cowboys run out a small lineup with quick guards, whereas Gonzaga's lineup features 3 bigs. The Zags are hoping to use that size to their advantage.
We just got to play at our own pace, not get sped up by what they do on defense. Just play our basketball and we'll be good. We are bigger than them, and we got guys who can shoot the ball as well, so if they want double team or help off any shooters, we can hit threes as well and space the floor, and then also with Graham, Braden, and Anton and myself, beat them inside as well.
Them playing 3 big men, feel like we can move faster. Some coach told us about we were going to have to rebound more. The guards are going to have to at least help rebound, just them having size on us. So I feel like it's a give and take on offense and the defensive end.
Southland Player of the Year Shahade Wells is the straw that stirs the drink for the Cowboys.
He's playing at a really high level right now, shooting the ball well, gets to the rim, scores at the rim. So he'll be a tough cover for us, but I think we have a pretty solid plan, and we're going to go in there confident like we always are. We played against good guards all year, and we have a good bunch of guards over here, so we take our guards over theirs.
The big test for McNeese State will be defending AP All-America honorable mention Graham Ike.
But what's kind of your plan to try and neutralize him as best you can?
Pray. He's a tremendous player. You let him get to his left hand, I mean, he's going to make that every time. Our best chance to stop him is to get him in foul trouble. When he's out there, we're going to have a very challenging time stopping him.
We're prepared for quite a battle, so it's going to be interesting, the kind of little bit of contrast in styles.
The action all kicks off here tomorrow at roughly 4:25 Spokane time. Travis will have your highlights, and I'll have all of your Gonzaga coverage from here in Salt Lake City tomorrow night on KREM 2. For now, reporting at the Delta Center, Andrew Quinn, KREM 2 Sports.
And again, the Gonzaga men open their tournament run against McNeese State tomorrow. Tip-off, as you heard, set for 4:25 p.m. You can find that game on TBS. And a reminder, with the start of tournament play, there's quite a few games to catch right here on KREM 2. The first one, Mississippi State versus Michigan State. That one tips off tomorrow morning at 9:15. All right, let's talk weather. Our sunshine and warm temperatures, well, they're coming to an end. With a chance of rain in the forecast for tomorrow, let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Jeremy the Goo. Jeremy, do you think we wake up to rain, or does it hit later in the day tomorrow?
I kind of think we wake up to wet roads because rain happens overnight, and then we get a couple of isolated showers later tomorrow. Not enough that I'm even concerned about finding my raincoat because it's just not going to be that kind of storm. 50 degrees right now. 50 at 10 p.m. You kidding? That's pretty incredible. But there's our storm. Look how far it's moved in the past few hours. Let's go ahead and use this ruler tool because you don't get to use it often. From when I built this graphic at 4 p.m. until 10 p.m., it's moved 270-ish miles, just shy of 300 miles. That's a quick mover, and that's bringing our next round of moisture. You can already see it starting to gather itself south of Ritzville and down in central Idaho. That's going to make its way toward us as rain overnight moves through quickly, and then tomorrow we wake up to a mix of clouds and sun. That takes us through the day, and tomorrow afternoon we see a few scattered, kind of isolated showers. Then that moves out, and what winds up happening is Friday brings a little bit of the same. The weekend is where we get our real kick of moisture, and that's when temperatures take a dive.
All right, sounds good, Jeremy. I'll check back in with you later in the show. New tonight, a man has been charged with first-degree burglary and second-degree kidnapping after the man was shot in the leg this morning. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office says 42-year-old Nicholas Taylor walked uninvited into a home armed with a hammer. His ex-girlfriend was inside, and according to deputies, he grabbed her arm and demanded she leave with him. She broke free, and that's when deputies say another person in the house shot Taylor in the leg. According to the sheriff's office, Taylor then drove away and called an ambulance from a parking lot on South Regal. He was treated and booked into the Spokane County Jail. And now to our night beat with a quick look at the day's top stories. Tonight, 2 suspects out of the Boise area on the run and considered armed and dangerous. According to the director of the Idaho Department of Corrections, they attacked 3 officers as he was being transported from a Boise hospital overnight. Police are asking anyone to call 911 if they see this man, 31-year-old Skylar Mead. He is a documented white supremacist gang member serving a 20-year sentence. Tonight, authorities identified the accomplice who was suspected of shooting 2 corrections officers as Nicholas Umpnauer. Police say the inmate, Mead, was taken to the hospital to be treated for a self-inflicted injury.
It appeared, as I described, that it was self-injurious behavior. He was evaluated by our on-site medical, and they made the determination that he needed to be transported off-site for emergent care.
Mead and the other man drove away in a gray 4-door sedan, possibly a Honda Civic with Idaho plates. If you see either suspect, do not approach them. Instead, call 911. As for the officers shot during the ambush, one is in critical but stable condition. The other suffered serious but non-life-threatening injuries. A 3rd corrections officer was hit by a police officer's round. His injuries are described as non-life-threatening. Also new tonight, Spokane Public Schools trying to figure out why exactly a major bond failed in the last election. The $200 million bond needed at least 60% of the vote to pass. It only got about 56%. In a session tonight, the district shared the results of a survey they've been collecting since the election. It shows those who voted no pointed fingers at inflation and a potential impact on property values. They also considered potential next steps. Those included efforts to enhance community engagement. The Spokane Valley Fire Department thanking one of its crews after they rescued a driver trapped in a burning car. 3 firefighters received letters of commendation for saving the driver's life. That crash happened back in August near Plants Ferry. When they arrived, the car had rolled onto its roof. It was also on fire with flames reaching more than 10 feet in the air. They were able to knock it down and pulled that driver out. And that was your night beat. To learn more about any of these stories, just head to our website. That's KREM.com.
Federal law has been clear that states have no business regulating who can come into the country and who has to leave. That is just the core of federal immigration power.
Scrutiny over one of the toughest border restriction policies in Texas continues tonight. Just within the last 48 hours, the Supreme Court ruled it could go into effect. Then right after that, a court of appeals blocked it. Well, just this morning, a 3-panel judge heard challenges to the law, including one that questioned how it would handle migrants who then crossed other state lines. Tonight, it is not known how that panel will rule on the law, but it remains on hold in the meantime. Well, tonight, disturbing allegations of potentially life-threatening hazing surfaced at the campus of the University of Maryland. Now, 5 fraternities are under investigation. New court documents show alleged incidents, including students being burned with cigarettes and torches, the forced drinking of urine, and the beating with paddles. Well, tonight the university says it is establishing new reporting and training protocols. CBS reports it's estimated that more than 100 students have died from hazing since the year 2000. And that was your KREM 2 News 10 at 10, where you get more news in less time.